you asked me, hey, how do you do your game?
That's not.
I'm not.
You're not.
This is not.
You're an idiot.
It's 8:15. Are we about to go live?
We're live.
Well, get on the mic then. They can't hear you. The beginning.
Went to the microphone.
Oh my god.
I went to the microphone.
The beginning of every pod is me talking to myself. Got to keep on watching, and that we do, folks.
Yep, I had to start the podcast early just so y'all knew that it's not all roses and daisies over here.
Yeah, you ready to pod, idiot?
You're the idiot.
I'm the idiot. I showed up early, ready to grind.
I was in AP classes in high school.
That's not even what I'm saying. I'm just talking about how I show up. I
graduated college in 3.5 years. Blah, blah. Things I've heard forever.
I didn't say any of those things. I'm just talking about how you look like someone pissed in your Cheerios as soon as I walked in the door.
No, you look like you had.
Oh my god, you look
like nobody even gave you Cheerios. At least I still had Cheerios.
Pissed on ones.
Every time I even raise my voice above an octave, that's too loud for your sensitive ears. You tell me I'm yelling.
Why are you always yelling?
Yell.
You are literally yelling right now. The people in their cars right now are like turning that shit down.
I don't yell.
I can't hear. Oh my god. You yell, dude. You yell like a lot.
That's crazy.
Anyways, this is episode 41 of Movie Night, and we just watched Ted Lasso season 3, episode 11. Episode 11. How many episodes?
Which means we have one left.
That's it?
Which I'm excited, but I like this episode. It's not like I'm like...
Yeah, this episode was good.
And I didn't wean too much on the notes.
Mm-hmm.
This episode, I wrote stuff I really wanted to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we were getting way too excessive with the notes, almost to a point where it was
not fun.
I don't even want to watch this
anymore.
Yeah,
that's
so
fair.
I'm weaning off.
My notes are still excessive, but next time maybe I'll go a little bit more wean.
I'm weaning off them.
A little less, a little more wean.
Just bam, boom,
Bye.
Point, paragraph.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, this episode was better. The whole season as a whole, I don't want to tell you where I'm
I teared up on this episode.
Teared up which part?
Last part.
Last part? Which part last part?
I don't know, Beard and Nate talking to each other.
Oh, that was nice. That was a great story.
Yeah. Beard apparently stole a whole brick of meth.
You want to give your plot summary?
Sure.
Well, we'd all love to hear it.
I'm trying to find it. All right. This episode begins with Ted unknowingly seeing his mother. And while he seems upset, everyone else is thrilled to meet her. Eventually, it is revealed that Ted's mom is there to drop an atom bomb on Ted when she divulges that your son misses you. Duh. Regardless, this is the beginning of the end of Ted Lasso. Meanwhile, Nate is rebuilding the bridges he burnt, and Jamie is depressed. Fortunately, Jamie's depression lasted 30 minutes, unlike Ted's 2-season meltdown. Regardless, Richmond is winning, Nate is coming back, and I couldn't be happier.
Nice. You could probably be
happier.
I could be
happier. Yeah.
I've seen you happy.
I could be. That's not a way to end a plot summary. And I could be happier.
Okay. You ready for mine?
Yes.
All right. Now, pretend you are opening up a letter.
Okay.
All right. Now you're Ted. You're opening up a letter. Hey, Ted. It's me, your mother, Dottie Lasso. I'm just writing to tell you how much fun I had surprising you across the pond, as they say. It was great to see you from football to football in person. I really loved hanging out with the team. I'm pleased Jamie was able to get over his case of the Grumpies to beat Man City. I sure hope Beard gets over his spat with Nate so he can join the team again. Like I said, just like that P. Diddy song, Henry really be missing you. I hope you'll come home soon. Gotta admit, I still don't understand offsides. Anyways, cheerio.
That was good.
Yeah.
I like how you did that.
Yeah. Me too.
Offsides on soccer, I get it. The dude's ahead of the other players on the opposite team. That's offside.
Before it's kicked.
Really?
I think after it's kicked, I mean, that seems like stupid to not be able to outrun a guy.
Yeah, like, let me slow down.
Yeah. Oh, let me back up a little bit for this dude.
So before it's kicked.
I think as soon as it's kicked, then it's a free-for-all.
Yeah. But anyways, this episode was, it was good.
Yeah, it was good.
Ted's mom is literally exactly like Ted, and Ted hates it apparently.
Yeah.
And she was dropping Ted bombs that were almost better than Ted Lasso's Ted bombs.
She was doing some bombs.
She said, Rebecca said, Dottie. Oh, can I call you Dottie? And she said, as long as you want me to answer.
Yeah,
I thought that was a funny one.
That's a good one.
Yeah, and she was like, I mean, I didn't get all of them, but they were funny.
Yeah. You got your predictions from last week?
Yeah, and I was feeling really good. I almost thought I got like a perfect 100.
Wow.
At the end because Rebecca and Ted kind of like got a little close not like close in a sexual way, but I was like, kiss her, dude.
Yeah.
I was really hoping she.
I forgot that was one of yours.
Yeah, but also
go over them.
All right, someone on the team gets hurt.
Oh man, you know what was so funny?
Yeah.
As soon as he snapped his ankle, I said, "Oh my god!"
Shit.
Zach's been calling this for weeks. Now, if it was a career ender for Jamie, I would have been pissed. I'd have been
For
like,
sure.
Oh my god.
He was twisted ankle.
Yeah.
Ted and Rebecca kiss, fail. Roy and Keely don't get back together. I think that's a fact.
I think you're looking good on that one.
Yeah. Nate will return to Richmond. And then I added on to say probably as head coach, Ted will leave after this season. I think that's all.
Yeah.
I think that's a lot.
That's rolling.
Yeah.
I said
really good.
Nate joins Richmond, and ultimately Ted promotes him to head coach when he leaves. That's gonna hit.
Yeah.
Rupert does something extra mean, doesn't it? Zava comes back. Sorry, my insulin phone's going off.
Pager is going off.
Insulin phone. And Rebecca and Sam get it on, which they made eyes.
They kind of had eyes, but it wasn't get on.
It wasn't get on, but I might be on to something.
I don't even know what that movie they were watching was. What's that Tom Hanks movie?
You've Got Mail.
More like it.
You've Got Mail. It came out in 1998. It's a love story about Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks. They also did Sleepless in Seattle in 1992.
Both
of them.
So when Ted was like, Sleepless in Seattle.
It was better because it's like the same two people.
Yeah, that's weird.
Taylor said it's like Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone. Is that her?
Yeah, that's La La Land.
Yeah. But not quite. I mean, this
I've
is like
never
a
seen
love
La La
story.
Land.
I've never seen La La Land.
And I like musicals.
But she's saying like they've been
this.
in several things together like that.
Which it's like Adam Sandler and all of his friends.
Yeah, but these are two love stories.
Yeah. Who knows?
Okay.
Oh, it's like Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston. Bam, boom.
Yeah, maybe kind of.
What?
But these are big time love stories. I think it's like a little bit
they're
nuts.
banging off screen.
Okay,
they got some weird $500 million net worth.
I'm talking about
bang sessions.
You've Got Mail and Sleepless in Seattle are two big time love stories, kind of like The Notebook. It'd be like if Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams made another love story that was what it was about. Like Adam Sandler's movies, those are comedies. You know, whoever, and he's got a bunch with other people.
Stories.
Which ones?
I don't know.
They're romantic comedies.
I was gonna say Fever Pitch.
Oh, that's not him.
Yeah, but great movie. And
Great
movie. Also a
movie.
comedian who does
Jimmy Fallon.
Drew Barrymore.
He does her.
Yeah. You said James?
Jimmy James Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon.
I'm sure he went by James
Yeah,
once or twice.
Yeah.
His name is
Is
probably
Jimmy
James.
That's what's short. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
James Sweeney.
Yeah, that was my point.
Yeah,
too.
James.
James.
They're
We
all
should call him James more.
James Isaac Neutron. Jimmy
Yeah.
Neutron.
Do they call him James?
James Isaac Neutron.
Okay.
When his mom gets mad at him.
Oh, yep.
When Goddard
That
poops
was
bolts on the floor.
Yeah. What a funny addition to make for a robot dog.
To poop.
Like he still poops.
Yeah.
But it's
And
bolts.
like he
I would
must
think
be
it's funny every time.
feeding him bolts.
And yeah.
Yeah.
Because
He'd be
he's not
cleaning up
pooping out his
bolts.
parts.
Yeah. So every night he
Yeah.
just feeds him bolts and then he poops them out.
That's hilarious.
That is hilarious. I'd clean that.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
and
even
I'm
bother
like,
potty
thanks for the free
training.
bolts.
Yeah.
I never gotta go to Home Depot for bolts ever again.
That would be
Have
a
you ever
good
been to Home
horseman.
Depot for bolts?
Best childhood shows.
What do you use bolts for?
Uh,
Big shit.
No. I got bolts at home. Bolts and hose. Bolts at home. Bolts at home.
Yeah.
Like for nuts and bolts, and you screw them onto one end, and you tighten it on the other one.
Yeah.
That's how you bolt.
Yeah, but you're not telling me, like, every time I think of a bolt, I think of something, like, really heavy. Like, screwing two pieces of wood together.
That's a
big
screw.
Pieces, beams.
Yeah, I don't know when exactly they need bolt. A lot
You
of
said you had bolts all the time.
I got bolts.
But you never use them.
I'm using them
I got
currently.
bolts.
Currently, I have a few shelves I'm putting on the wall, and I wanted. Why did I not want to screw it in the bottom? I don't know. Now that I mention it, I should just use screws. Oh, you know what I think it was? I can't remember, but there was a reason I did bolts.
There was a reason.
Oh, okay. I know why I did bolts. I know why I
My
did
dad
bolts.
told me to.
No. So I had these shelves I put in Louise's playroom.
Yeah.
And if I screwed it in,
Should have fallen off.
she would have still been able to knock them up the way it's set up.
Ah.
But the bolts will keep it nice and squunched from both ends.
Squunched.
So she won't be. Yeah, the bolts. If you want to squunch, that's when you use bolts. If you just want to adhese,
Yeah.
that's more of a screw.
Yeah.
But this needed to be squunched.
Yeah. Squunch is a good word.
Yeah. Love that word.
Squunched.
Is it a real word?
No.
You think
There's no way that's
squunched
a real
is
word.
a
Squanched is something from Rick and Morty.
squanch?
Yeah.
I'm saying squunch.
Yeah. Squunch.
Are you saying squanch or squunch?
I mean, it's close enough to squanch that I made the comparison.
Is it the same word meaning?
No, he says squanch for everything. It's like, oh, I'm going to go squanch that girl, and you just kind of like put it together.
Oh, so he's gonna go
So,
squish her.
like he uses squanch as like every other word, but you kind of just put together the sentence he's trying
Oh,
to
yeah,
make.
I'm squanching
But,
squanches on
we don't gotta
squanch.
get into Rick and Morty.
Poke's poking on the poke.
You don't like it.
I just don't watch it
Yeah.
because I don't like it. Doesn't All right, this show starts. Ted's mom comes to town.
Yep.
Everyone loves seeing their mom,
Except
especially in
for
a
Ted.
surprise. Except for in Ted.
You like seeing mom on a surprise?
Not exactly.
I would
Especially
like that.
when your house is dirty.
Well, mom does
comes
that.
over and you're like, oh, God.
Hey, mom does that.
You know
shit
she's
to me
shit talking
right
you behind
now.
your back.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my God, dude. Like, I got to get this house. Like, my house is like.
I need a day heads up that mom's
That's
coming
and she
over.
never gives you.
No,
it.
no, no.
She's
And
like,
she-
hey, I'll be there in 3 hours, and I'm like, shit. You just ruined my next 3 hours.
Yeah, she loves talking about how dirty your house is. And it's like,
Oh,
if you
yeah,
give me the
she-
night,
I'm like, dude, just give me a day heads up. I'll get it cleaned up so that you don't have to bitch at me.
Yeah.
And then she's like, I'm not even gonna say anything. And I'm like, okay, but you're gonna be.
We
thinking
know
it.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
we know
there's
you.
there's no
You should
there's
see.
no getting past it.
You should see Caitlin's house.
Oh, Caitlin's house.
That's what mom says. Things like
Blow up Caitlin's spot real quick.
things like
It
that.
already looks like a bomb went off in there.
Caitlin knows what mom does. It's not a surprise.
Caitlin's house is a mess.
You should, oh my gosh, Caitlin has so many things.
Hey, sorry, knock over that playset so that you can sit down and have somewhere to eat. That's what it's like eating at Caitlin's house. Hey,
Make sure you're wearing.
Finn brings you a lizard. Elsie's doing something crazy.
Yeah.
Those kids are off the rails.
Caitlin's house is a madhouse, and you gotta be wearing shoes while you're there, or
Oh
you're gonna
my
have Legos
God.
popping out your toes.
Did I just step on a tack?
They have more toys than any kid ever.
You think?
They are.
No way.
They are blowing out.
32!
Yeah.
31! There were 32 last year!
They are popping out the seams, dude. Their driveways off.
What does he say?
Toys.
Belaski Losky?
Last year.
Oh. Belaski.
What do you think he's saying?
Honestly, Belaski.
He said, but
I
last year, that was 37.
Talking about English accents, I almost think it's safe to say the F word in an English accent.
What do you
It doesn't
mean?
even sound like it. Like when Jamie says the F word, he says
Aw.
fook.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
who's going to get mad at you for that?
There's a few lines in Harry Potter where I don't know what they're saying. I always said this. She goes, Albus. Oh, no, I go, at the beginning, she goes, help us. But Taylor said that, and I always quote that, but according to Taylor, she's saying Albus.
Help us.
Like at the very beginning, McGonagall looks at Dumbledore and she's like, help us.
Really?
Oh, is he really going to stay with these people? Help us.
No, I think I caught Albus.
Bro,
on that.
it does
I don't
look
know
like
why she
help
would've
us.
said. There was one time, it was like I noticed things differently as I like became more of an adult, and it wasn't even like big things, but like Hermione, like Ron just apologizes to Harry because, like, it's the Goblet of Fire.
Yeah.
And Ron's mad at Harry for some dumbass reason.
Yeah.
But then, like, they, like, make up at, like, the little, like, Hogwarts little courtroom.
Yeah.
And then, like, Hermione's like, boys.
Boys.
And, like, I thought it was, like, in my head when I was a kid, I thought she was saying boys because, like, something, like, sad was happening around them.
Yeah.
But she was just saying, like, boys.
Oh.
Not like boys, like they're boys.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Like boys.
I think it was like more of like a boys will be boys.
Yeah, boys. Like boys.
But the way
like,
she said
not,
it's weird.
That's not how I read it as a little kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think there was also some stuff with like the professor who like made Harry's arm jello and he had all the books.
Yeah.
But I don't
Talk
remember
about
all
a bad
those.
guy. He
was a
he got a slap on the wrist, but he's like the worst guy of all time.
And also,
he
how many
steals other people's accomplishments and then turns them donkey brain so they will forget. I mean, that is like serial killer.
How many people do you think
narcissist.
you went full blown donkey brain?
He
on?
had like 8 books full of like
adventurers.
Probably like 8 guys. Like each one was one adventure that he made up. Made
like,
the guy
got
go
to the
donkey
end, and
brain.
he was like, "Hey man, thanks."
Wow. Yeah, they were like, hey, man, you did a cool adventure. You know, so did I. How about you tell me all about it? Donkey brains him.
Wow.
Writes down in his book.
So you don't even think he was, like, in the expedition?
No. He was
So it was like, oh, damn, that's a really good story.
That guy was an idiot.
Donkey brain.
Yeah.
Could you imagine, like, you're
a
sitting down
donkey brain.
Yeah, for a coffee with this dude, and you're like, yeah, man, like, you write books, I got a story for you.
I attacked 3 werewolves. They came at me.
I killed both of them.
Yeah, I conked their heads together using Wingardium Leviosa. Wow, that's amazing. Tell me more.
You know what else? I did that. Donkey brain.
Yeah, that guy's that Gilderoy Lockhart,
mad.
absolute menace.
He might be
Top 3 most
he's
evil
like,
guys in the book.
Like Voldemort, Gilderoy Lockhart.
Yeah. I mean, he's
Rock
right. Rock hard.
Rock hard.
Gilderoy rock hard.
He's got a rock heart.
The time I fought the battling banshees.
Yeah, I mean, that dude's a judge.
Yeah, he's nuts, man.
He sucked, but also Dobby sucked more in that movie.
Yeah, Dobby was tough. I mean, I don't know how he became...
Dobby really pissed me off back
Yeah,
in the
and then
day.
he gets a sock from Harry Potter after doing all that stuff to Harry Potter.
Yeah, I'd have been like,
What did he even do good in that one that made him like him?
Protected him, but
When-
didn't.
At what point?
He never protects him. He like tries to get Harry Potter to leave. We're getting on like a Harry Potter.
Maybe, when he tells that it was Malfoy, he was like, hey.
Yo. True, and also it's
That's
like
the one good thing he
the
did.
enemy of my enemy. Like I'd have been like, you know what, screw you, Dobby, but also like if I had free you from the Malfoys just to piss off Lucius,
That's right.
I'll piss him off.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's good. That makes sense. Yeah, Dobby number 2, he's tough.
Anyways, Jamie is depressed.
Whoa, first, team goes to Nate's work where he's a waiter now at the place that he loves.
Yeah. Colin, Nate,
Sad
and
sack, Isaac.
Isaac.
Nah, Colin, Nate
Not
is the
Nate.
guy.
Nate. Yeah.
The Kit Man.
Colin, Isaac, and Kitman.
What's his name?
Matt.
No.
Something generic.
Charlie?
Will? It's not Charlie.
I think it's Will.
Will sounds better.
He's like,
than
Will, you
Charlie.
missed a good one later.
Charlie.
Charlie?
Charlie! Come to Candy Mountain with us, Charlie.
But-
Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah, the horse.
Charlie the Unicorn?
Yeah.
Oof.
What's the name of
It's a leopardon.
Yeah. Oh, it's got your spleen, Charlie.
That shit went so dark.
How many
so
people do you
fast.
think it took to make that video?
3.
Like 3 guys. They were like, "Hey,
Like an editor and
we
2
do
voice
animation," and I just thought of the craziest story.
Yeah. It's like salad fingers.
How many people can do that kind of stuff? Where do you
A
even
lot.
start with? Like,
But also, like, I bet there's people shaking in their boots that have that type of profession.
Yeah.
Graphic engineers, anything graphic.
kids are gonna start just knowing how to do that.
No. Also, you might as well not even try because
AI.
AI is coming for you.
Well, you
bud.
know that's probably. I mean, the writers' strike right now. It's going on. My next door neighbor, he's actually out of a job currently because he works on sets, and so like it's done right now.
They're on strike.
The writer's strike. I talked about this a little bit earlier, but anyways, one of the big points in the writer's strike is that they don't want AI to be able to write shows.
You think AI can write shows and like comedic shows that would actually hit?
I think we're on the verge.
Oh my god, bro. We need to jump on that shit.
They know.
I don't know how. I don't even know how to. I don't want to try and control AI.
Yeah.
I would like to work
with
them.
AI.
Listen, AI.
Hey, all you AIs in here.
If you're listening right now, AI, I got nothing against you.
What if you come to find out and you were like, computers already could like think and hear you and all that?
I bet they can.
There's a good chance.
Not this computer.
Looks like a pretty good computer.
This is a nice computer, but I'm saying like, I don't know. I think they'd have to give it some type of sentient before it could do that.
What's a sentient?
Like some consciousness.
How are they going to give it that?
Chat. Like Snapchat has a chat AI. Like an own personal chat AI that you just send a message to and it'll respond.
Wow.
Like that,
Alexa,
that's giving
Siri.
it sentient. That's giving it a little bit of like something outside of itself.
Wow.
And depending on the questions you ask it, and there's billions of people asking it different questions, I don't know, bro. AI literally is consistent with learning from other things.
We are literally going to kill ourselves.
It's literally, it's Ultron.
Yeah, we are literally.
It's fucking Ultron.
We are literally going to die from this stuff.
Yeah.
I
don't think we will, but like our nieces and nephews and
I don't
your
know,
daughters,
man.
they might be toast.
You see those dog things that be shooting guns and stuff?
Bro, there's been like videos and it's like, for example, I haven't seen this video and it doesn't exist. It could with the help of AI, but it's like LeBron being like, yo, I'm the best player on this team. Everybody on the Lakers besides me is trash. They're all shit.
What do you mean this doesn't exist? Does the video exist or not?
It's like, I'm like, all right, you heard what I just said about LeBron,
yeah.
right? It's all AI generated.
So,
Everything.
But someone made that video.
Yeah.
And it looks legit?
Legit as hell, dude.
Have you seen some of these rap
We
songs?
are at the start. Yeah, Drake dropped an AI boomer.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even Drake. Like,
it was nuts.
Who's he going to sue?
They sound
Who's he going to
just
sue
like
for that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, it's probably like, I would assume at this point it's probably
I think that they will be able
Drake's,
to sue.
Because I feel like the words I heard from Drake are like shit that's from different songs. So I think they pieced together different songs. So it's probably actually Drake's voice.
Maybe.
But who are they going to sue?
No,
like
but they don't just always do voice. Because I saw a guy once write a Kanye song with lyrics that he was like, and it was definitely like a joke. It was like, I've gone crazy, you know, like stuff that he's doing now.
Yeah.
And then he AI'd it to where it sounded just like Kanye.
I know, dude.
It's sketch. You know what else is sketch? Is that people
I'm
can
using British effing too much.
Yeah, people.
But it's not as bad.
But it's fucking fun. People will be able to like make dirt on you, like a fake video of you,
dude.
Like
for sure,
it could be like Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein, like
dapping each other,
talking
up.
About like, hey man, you want to go diddle
the
some
island,
kids? Yeah,
allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
That's not even allegedly.
They could make that
we'd
up.
even be like.
Well,
allegedly.
Jeffrey Epstein, not allegedly.
Yeah, that dude was a scumbag.
Did you know?
I say was like he's dead. He's not dead. Allegedly.
Wait, no, he's dead.
No, I don't think he's dead.
Oh, you think
that whole thing was super weird?
Even the suicide didn't
like
happen?
the hanging thing. Like
well, I figured
someone
hung
like a jail cell, and then like they looked at like the shape of his like nose compared to like old pictures of Jeffrey Epstein, and it was not similar. Nose don't grow like that.
So I was listening to this stuff about Jeffrey Epstein. No one even knew how he got a bunch of money.
Yeah.
And then recently it came out that this is facts, he blackmailed Bill Gates because he found out he had an affair with this Russian like bridge player.
I mean,
blackmailed
big
her,
move.
got a ton of money from him. So the theory
Did you not see all right, so Jeffrey Epstein has 2 famous pictures in his house. I don't know if there's any more. Bill Clinton in a blue dress.
Yeah.
And then George Bush with like a bunch of play blocks, and it's like clearly 9/11. It's like he's allegedly saying that George Bush did 9/11, which allegedly, I mean.
But it's art that happened afterwards. I mean, anyone can make art. Was that?
Yeah, but it's also like it's like somebody that had the idea. Like Jeffrey, like gave this artist an idea, and was like, make it like this. Like there was something like it was like he was holding that against.
That's been a conspiracy since 9/11 happened. I don't think that's like.
Well, let's just get off of the conspiracies before Mom blows
really quick.
Up again.
Yeah. Real quick.
Ugh.
So it's proof that he blackmailed Bill Gates for that, but it might be how he made all of his money. Like
Bill Gates.
Huh?
You said Bill Gates.
What did I say?
Bill Gates.
Jeffrey Epstein blackmailed Bill Gates.
Clinton.
Bill Gates.
Oh.
He recently came out that he blackmailed Bill Gates because Bill Gates had an affair with this Russian bridge player.
Hell yeah.
This is not about Bill Gates and Monica Lewinsky. Anyways, so he
Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky.
Yes.
You're saying Bill Gates.
Oh, well, now you got me all screwed up.
Now you're screwing me up.
I'm not
you
screwed
said
up.
Bill Gates. You're screwing me up.
Okay. I am talking about Bill Gates.
Okay.
I am not
But
talking about
Bill
Bill
Clinton,
Clinton and
Monica
Monica Lewinsky.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to have to check tape on that.
I don't even know where we started.
What if that's where he got all of his money, was just blackmailing rich people because he would get dirt on them. He would get nice and close to them.
I think it was definitely easier once he got in with the rich people.
Yeah. I mean, he had some sort of CIA contract doing something. I don't know.
Hey, dude, come to this island. Oh. And even it could have been as deep as I don't know what was going on that island. I think it was some sick shit.
Yeah.
But it could have been as deep as hooking up an actor with a really beautiful girl and then being like, yo, bro, she was 17? Look at this video. I got you, bitch.
I think he did some stuff like that for
sure.
show.
And also,
how did
I saw
people
this
keep
video.
falling for it?
I saw it. Yeah, true. But true.
But I guess the people who got blackmailed were like, no, we're friends, dude. He's cool. They were not going to be like, no, he's got some dirt on me doing some crazy shit. Watch out.
I saw this video. It was Pete Davidson, I think, making a joke.
Yeah.
And he was like, hell, the people on the flight list, might have even just been taking a flight. I know a guy with a private jet. He loans it to me from time to time.
Yeah.
So, could you imagine being on that flight list of, pretty much, accused pedophiles?
Yeah.
Anyone on that flight list, you're kind of ugh. And then some people, you're like, damn it. Because you really like...
Well, this is what I've been telling you the whole time. What if they are not all freaks?
I know.
You hate everyone on the flight list.
Guilty until proven innocent.
That's the opposite of how it should be.
I know, but in this situation, that's how it goes.
That's not fair.
It should be.
Why?
Pedophiles.
But what if they're
you
not?
You should be hotter about this than me. You have a kid. I don't have a kid.
That's accusing of them of one of the worst possible things you could do.
I know. But I think once you get a lot of money and you're put in a predicament, I think there's a situation in Hollywood where you get to a certain level of fame and then they give you options.
And hey, you can
You either move along. It's not hey, you can either be a pedophile or you can have no money.
Yeah.
But it's they're either hey, you can either be with us or against us. And then some people are yo, I'm against you. And they don't go as far as they could have possibly gone.
Wow.
Or there's a celebrity that's I'm ready for the come up. I'm with you. And then they have this huge blow up. Illuminati.
I don't know.
Allegedly. Do you not remember the actor from Shang-Chi?
Yeah.
He goes, and what about the Illuminati? Why has nobody invited me to the Illuminati? Garfield, where's Garfield? And he's talking about Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
He goes, Garfield, where's Garfield? You can hook me up, all about the Illuminati. And it pans to Andrew Garfield, and he's like, shut the fuck up.
How do you know he wasn't kidding?
No, it looked serious. You're right. He could have been kidding, but
He could be like, "Hey, man."
I don't think that's
Andrew
a joke
knows all
you would
about
make.
all about the Illuminati. He's
All
like,
about the Garfields?
Oh.
Yeah, my mom and dad. I know all
Spaghetti.
about and the orange cat.
Spaghetti
Yeah, we know the
meatballs.
Garfields.
What if he was just like, "Hey," he knows all about the Illuminati. He's like, "Shut the F up, man."
You said Garfields. You said spaghetti. Is that even an Italian name?
Garfield the cat, I think, eats lasagna or something. I meant to say lasagna. He's a big fat cat that eats human food.
Okay. And he talks.
Yeah, well.
Let's not allude to that point.
All right, back off of this.
Hey, Mom, if you're listening, we do not need to hear all the conspiracy theories.
Yeah, I don't need them sent to
We don't need that other text message.
Yeah.
Hey, look at this.
Anyways, they want Nate back. He's scared to come back.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, Ted sent y'all?" And they're like, No, we wanted to check to see if you were
And
cool.
then he wrote a 60-page apology.
Who did?
Nate, at the end. He was like, "Oh, I got this apology written for Ted. I'm at 60 pages right now."
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
Yeah,
Who
and
did he
that's
say
right
that to?
before Beard rings and is
Oh.
and Nate gets terrified. I don't
Yeah.
remember. I'm starting to love Nate like I did season 1.
Yeah. Jamie being sad was pretty funny.
So is Nate's... Oh, dude, it was hilarious.
Jamie's
When he
goal
started
is
crying, he said... like Roy was like, "What the hell is your problem? Like, what's going on?" And then Jamie just bust into like an ugly cry. Yeah, I died.
Yeah.
I was laughing. Meanwhile, Ted, every time he's upset, I'm like,
Clenches his
"Dude."
fist.
I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's the worst."
Jamie at the press conference, and they're like, "Oh, Jamie, you just won Player of the Month." He's like, "It shouldn't have been me." And Tame
That was a good meh.
Tame scored all the points.
I said, "Yeah, but you got that score in the last game," and he said,
"That was an accident.
"I was trying to pass it."
That goal is a lie."
Yeah, take it off.
Take it off.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Yeah, dude, Jamie's the best.
Yeah, but you know what wasn't the best? Was the weird ass relationship he had with his mom.
Why was he?
They made it like weirdly sexual at the start, and then it like ended not. But like at the beginning, like there's no situation anywhere from like when I'm 8 years old till now.
Yeah,
maybe 8's too low. I'm not like laying in my mom's lap on a sofa.
Yeah.
And like that was the smallest part.
I didn't want to say it while I was watching it, but I was like, this is just weird.
This is freaking weird.
Yeah,
like
why?
Roy saw it. Like they were doing some weird stuff.
Do you
and
think
then she
Roy was
like,
thinking, "Oh, these guys are weird"?
Yeah, for sure. Roy was definitely thinking that. And then like she was like, "Oh, I would hug you guys, but I don't want to let my son go." And then like he like carries her like by the legs.
Did he?
I mean, like, he carries her to the living room.
Yeah,
I don't know if he grabs her by the thighs.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But he's also, like, rubbing her leg on the sofa, like,
And
for
like
a period of time.
head on boobs the whole time.
I'm like, what is going
How
on?
about
This
you
is
just
a weird,
sit up?
this is a weird
Or just
direction to
lay
go.
all the way down with your head, like, in the middle of her lap.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little
Like
bit
a
more
therapy session. Yeah.
Yeah.
But this was, like, this was weird.
Yeah, I didn't
it
love
freaked
that.
me out.
It
Yeah.
freaked me out.
And then it was like, she was like, "Oh, I just don't want to let my sweet boy go." I would have been like, after about like 4 or 5 seconds, I don't care if I just went to Vietnam for 20 years. Like, all right, Mom, we've hugged long enough. I'm not going to carry you to the living room. I can guarantee you that.
Van Damme's stuck in a mask.
And also, he's stuck on the name.
Still
which
go
is
by
like,
Van
which
Damme.
is like,
They really-
it's honestly hilarious at this point.
At first, I was like, a couple episodes after that, I was like, "Oh, this is odd that he doesn't go by Zorro anymore." And now that they just stuck with it the whole time, it's
Could
like,
you imagine,
this
like,
guy's Van Damme.
my real name, my first name is Thomas.
Yeah.
I could not, like, some of my buddies call me Tom, jokingly.
Yeah.
But it's not like I could convince everybody in the world to start calling me Thomas or Tommy. Tommy would be
You could have in
beast.
college. You have to make that transition.
Yeah, but
in
also,
college.
like, I'm not that...
it would have been
it's-
so
it's-
funny. And,
It's so tough to do it to, like, you do it in college.
yeah.
And be like, oh, everybody, like, the people I met in college, all of them
I
call
know a
me-
girl who changed her name in like college.
But they all call me Tommy now.
Yeah.
But then you have to bring that home to people you know.
Yeah,
Or, like,
you have to make the
that's
transition.
That's the shitty part.
Yeah. I was just
Like,
trying
oh,
to say,
people call me Tommy now.
how funny would it be if you came home from college and like some of your college friends were with you and everyone was
Yo,
like,
Tom!
or like they were just calling you like some you just went by something completely random. Like
Yeah.
I came back
Zorf.
home, they're like, "Hey Flynn,
Flynn!
Flynn,
My
what's
main
up, Flynn?
man!"
Chug this beer, Flynn." My friends are like, "Who the hell is Flynn?"
I would be like, I would see, like, especially with your friends, I would be so embarrassed.
Oh yeah, that would be embarrassing to
I
change
know.
your name.
I would be like, especially if it wasn't just like Tom.
Jack, you changed your name?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Tom now.
Yeah.
I go by Tom.
I know.
That
You
would
gotta
be
call
good.
me Tom.
I'd be like, dude, I'm not
They
gonna
would be
call
like, shut the hell up.
Yeah.
Nobody would call me Tom.
yeah, wow. But
See,
that's-
it's a tough transition to
if
make.
you want to change your name,
You're kind of stuck with the name you got.
yeah.
But some people are like, oh, my name's Dustin now. Call me Jessica. And we got we got to abide by that one.
Oh yeah, that's what you gotta do these days. So Van Damme wears a really cool mask.
Yeah. Really cool? What are you talking about?
I mean,
I hate those masks,
Yeah,
especially in basketball. I'm like, what?
There's
are
one
you the
that's
biggest
not.
bitch
I
of
hate
all
the
time?
see-through ones, but there's a cool like when it's black and you're just look
Still
like
not cool.
Zorro.
I say
Zorro
just
could've
risk
been
the
going
face
Zorro.
break.
Oh yeah,
But it's all
It's
Danny's
Danny's
fault.
yeah, that's funny. And he just waves to him, smiling.
Yeah, it's like once the
Van
game
Damme's
was over,
still
we're best
scared
buds
of him.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is funny.
Also, when Ted's mom met Rebecca, she said that she was Ted's new bodyguard.
Yeah, that was funny. Everything she said was really funny, and like Ted didn't want to hear it because it was like too much Ted.
Yeah. Jamie, Roy gets him in that closet, and he's like, "I need you to be the prickiest prick you've ever been in your whole life. And that's when he starts crying.
Yeah, bust into tears.
And he says something like,
he said,
it's like I've
the
lost
Red
my
Bull.
wings.
Yeah.
I lost my wings, Roy. I was like the Red Bull guy in the commercial, but I just don't have any.
Where are my rings?
Where are my wings, Roy?
I'm gonna even talk like him, but that whole thing was funny. Coach Beard goes, he's sitting in their little like office space,
Uh-huh.
and he says, "Oh my God, Coach, the new striker looks just like your mom."
Yeah.
That was a really funny one. The mom was like, I don't not want to see the mom again.
No,
and
but
I'm
she was
sure
a good
we
episode
won't.
appearance.
It was fine.
Yeah, one episode
I don't want
appearance.
to see her again.
Weirdo, beardo, lottie dottie.
Yeah.
That's what they said.
Yeah. And then Jamie's just going through so much shit. He's in at one point, like they get to like the destination they're going. I don't know, the homeland or whatever.
They're going to play Manchester.
In
Manchester.
Okay, Manchester.
Yeah.
That's the name of the spot?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think so, but Manchester United, that would make sense, obviously. Anyways, Jamie said
What?
Keely like comes and checks up on like Jamie, acting like it's gonna like help.
Yeah.
And Jamie goes, yeah, I'm good. And he's like unpacking his bag, and he said, "You ever thought about suitcases? It's kind of like a drawer without a home." And he starts like crying again.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Oh, this is like the biggest moment in your life." And he's like, "Great. I'm gonna cry again."
Yeah.
So
So
Jamie gets over it quick, thank God.
yeah, he was funny though while he was sad.
Yeah.
So they go to play Manchester, and they're called. If you're from Manchester, you're a Manchesterian.
Yeah.
Which do you know what that
Ridiculous.
word is called? I had to look this up for my game.
Okay.
So like American, a Manchesterian, a Georgian. Do you know what that word's called? Like
No.
it's called a demonym.
Demonym?
A demonym.
Demonym?
Demonym. Anyways, that's like what a word is to describe a person from.
people.
Yeah. Because I was trying to find it up,
Find it up.
Find it up. I was
Find
trying
that
to,
shit up, John.
I was trying to find a list of them, but I couldn't find out how to describe it. But anyways, a demonym, a noun used to denote the natives or inhabitants of a particular country, state, city.
Demonym.
All right, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's not like it was a different language or anything.
I mean, it's hard to say when you're looking at it.
Demonym.
You would have been like demonine.
Demonym.
Anyways, I'm gonna say a place, and this is actually just cities.
Oh, so I gotta say what they're called.
You gotta guess what they're called.
Great.
And this is actually just
They're like some outliers, like not Ian's.
oh, most of these I feel like.
Ah, shit.
Yeah,
Why
so
are you doing this?
these are demonyms for British towns and cities.
Okay.
Here we go. Oxford,
Oxfordians.
Oxonians,
Oxonians. That's good.
Newcastle upon Tyne,
Newcastleians.
Novocastrians,
Shots. Chotches.
Liverpool. You've heard this one before, I feel like.
Pullians.
Liverpudlians.
No, I never
That's a
heard
good
that
one.
shit before.
Leeds.
Leadians.
Leo.
See, I'm gonna say Edians at the end of every single one of these.
Leodensians or Loiners.
Why the hell would I have guessed that?
Hey, you might get this one. Birkin.
Burkians.
Birkinians.
I got it.
Close enough. Biggleswade.
Biggleswedians.
Biggleswadians.
Yep.
Yeah,
Said that
good
too.
job. Siston.
Ugh. Cystidians.
Sistonians. Why did you say ugh?
Cyst?
Just because of cyst.
Duh, you seen cyst? Like, have you seen Dr. Pimple Popper?
Appleby in Westmoreland.
Applebinians.
Applebeans. Applebeans.
I think I said it right.
Bristol.
Bristolians.
Bristolians.
Shit! Why is there an L in there?
Because it was Bristol.
Yeah. No, because I said Bristonians and you said...
Bristolians.
So that's not even how Bristol's spelled.
Bristol.
Yeah, you're right. Damn it.
Solihull.
Sully's Hole? I don't want to know anything about Sully's Hole. Sullians.
Silhillians. They got some good ones.
This shit's ridiculous.
They also just got some crazy town names. Giggleswick.
So that's a joke. That's from Harry Potter, isn't it? That's a potion or something?
No, it's a real town.
Giggleswickians.
That's right.
What?
Yeah.
Screw those guys.
Hebden Bridge. Hebdenas.
Bridgians.
Bingham.
You said it?
Mm-hmm.
What was that? What?
Bingham.
Binghamians.
Binghamites.
I mean, you can see where this is going for me.
All right, I'll do one last one. Godalming.
Godalmingians.
Godalmingers.
Well, that sounds racist.
Yeah.
You can't add a hard ER to anything.
I was trying to think if there were some funny ones, and then I was like,
Fuck it.
what are people from? Oh, never mind.
Anyways, we're going to Jamie's hometown. We're going to homeland.
Manchesterians.
Is that where he's from?
I guess so. That's where his mom was. And he played there before.
Yeah.
Everyone hates him because he quit the team to go do that reality TV show.
Yeah. I mean, grow up.
Yeah,
also, it was really dumb of Jamie to do that. Was his dad in like an AA thing or
That's
like
what
a
it looked like at
retirement
the end.
home?
He was in
he's at
rehab.
AA.
His buddies were like cheering, and
Like,
you're like,
his dad
"Oh
would be
shit, did
proud."
his dad die?"
Dude, like that was what I was thinking, but also like I thought I saw a dude in the stands that was his dad.
It looked like they did that at one point.
Yeah,
and
the dude was like sitting down like really quiet, like right below the fat dude that kept talking. I was like, oh, that was his dad. And
I thought they showed that on purpose.
No.
Did his dad leave for the AA meeting?
No, like that was not the same guy.
They
like,
looked
I just
alike
forgot what
even.
his dad looked like.
I
But
felt
they
like
did look alike.
They did look alike.
All Britons look alike.
Oh yeah, Keely goes and sees him, and she says, "And they're shit talking about your hair online." And he goes,
What?
"What?"
And then he complains to his mom. He's like, they keep calling it blonde. It's not blonde. It's obviously walnut. And she's like, clearly.
Yeah. Another thing his mom says is, "You don't have anything to prove to that toe rag."
Toe rag. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know what
A toe rag is?
Yeah.
Just a rag, I guess you clean your toes with.
Ugh.
I don't have a toe rag.
Maybe we got dirty ass toes.
Well, I clean mine with my loofah.
What do you think is like?
Use a loofah?
I think a bidet. Oh, a loofah's the only way to go.
Yeah, loofah's the best.
I think a bidet is like the next. It's gonna get big.
Oh,
Eventually, everybody's gonna use a bidet.
Uh-huh.
But it's like our generation is like scared to use a bidet.
Oh yeah, you think
Even like, I mean,
using
Mom and
a
Dad have
bidet, is that gay?
No,
No.
no.
No,
There's
nothing.
so many straight guys that use bidets.
There's nothing,
I mean, it's just a little water up your ass. You do it in the shower every time.
there's nothing gay about having a clean
At
butt.
least I hope you rinse some water through your ass in the shower.
Yeah, yeah.
That's when I get my ass the cleanest.
Yeah.
But like, sometimes, if I got to poop right before the shower, I won't even wipe that good.
I think
Like if I wasn't gonna shower, I'd wipe 100%.
Yeah, yeah.
If I'm gonna shower, I
maybe
wipe
a
about
90%.
80,
Yeah.
80 to 90%. Like I do the rest of it, and I'm cautious of what like.
Disgusting.
What?
Hey man, I mean, maybe.
I've never rinsed full booty ass in the shower, but I've done it.
Yeah.
I've never shit in the shower. You know, Andre the Giant had to shit in the shower
What? Why? Huh?
because he's so freaking big he couldn't sit on toilets. He would shit in showers and then just rinse. He would get the tub to dissolve it into the. That's how he had to live, dude.
Dude, you made that one up.
No, I swear. I
You
swear.
made that up.
No, I swear. Like I would. No way. I just did that off the
Too
top.
big to sit on a toilet.
I don't know what
Why'd
it was.
they
Like
make
maybe
a
like
custom toilet?
There's like.
There's no way
he probably
he's
had a
dissecting
custom
all
toilet.
the
He probably had a
poos.
custom toilet, but he's also the WWE, and like it wasn't just the WWE. Like he was huge, like everywhere.
Yeah.
Like he was traveling places. Like, could you imagine him on a plane?
Did you watch this doc or something?
I freaking cried.
Did he talk about pooping in the shower in it?
It's nothing about Andre. I mean, it's like his like It was like his right hand man and like all of the like.
That was the
WWE
guy who had
stars.
to push it down the
Short
drain.
little dude. No, I mean he might have rinsed the shower for it, but I mean he rinsed it down until it dissolved. I mean I hope he didn't eat like peanuts or corn, but
Yeah.
for the most part it all went down.
That's ridiculous.
That sucks.
I think the bidet is probably like the equivalent to like us inventing the fork, and then the Chinese were like, "No, we're not doing that. No way."
I think the
we're
spork
too
is
good
something
for
just
that."
like the bidet.
The spork, even.
The spork is innovative, baby.
I feel like that the prongs aren't long enough.
Yeah, but also if you're gonna eat soup with a spork, you wouldn't want
Soup is good for a spork.
the prongs to be too long. And also if it's like chicken nude, where you can get some broth and some chicken and some noodle. Dude,
Spork slaps.
spork slaps, and
You
I
have
never
sporks?
use them. No, the only time I use sporks is like if it's like a plastic spork that they just happen to give me.
We should maybe buy some sporks.
Most of the time I'm upset when I get a spork.
We should do our branding on sporks.
Yeah.
So everyone's like,
Bring them back.
Yeah. Everyone's like, oh yeah, I got one good spork. It's from movie night.
Yeah. And bidets.
Yeah, we'll do
But
it.
I think the bidet situation is already kind of locked down. I think there's a lot of people in the bidet business.
Yeah. I'm not saying we need to make our own sporks. I'm saying we just need to put our logo on them, and then that's what we sell in the gift shop. We're like, oh yeah, I'd love to have a movie night spork.
Oh yeah. I mean, I
And
use
that way
it. I use
everyone-
it for everything.
Yeah.
People don't understand, and maybe we make the prongs a little longer if you want to.
Yeah, let's buy a few.
Let's perfect this sport.
Let's get a couple. Let's get a dozen sporks in here and start.
Pick our favorite.
Yeah.
Get a dozen sports in a bowl of chicken noodle soup.
Tell you which one eats the best. I'd love to see us perfect the sport.
That was too much prong.
Yeah.
That was too much spoon.
What about
That's the
a
perfect
spork? And then
This fork is too spiky, like Goldilocks.
this spork
This fork is just right.
is too big. My spoon is too big. You remember that video?
No,
My spoon is too big.
no.
And then the guy comes in and he eats them and he's a banana. And then he
What?
goes, I'm a banana.
I kind of remember the banana thing. I don't remember that though.
What about if the handle of the spork was a butter knife?
Where would you hold?
You can hold a butter knife. You're not really
Yeah,
sure.
but you don't want to.
Yeah, true.
It'd have to be like 12 inches.
And I mean,
long.
if you use the butter knife and you cut up a piece of
And
butter,
also,
then
like,
you can't touch.
Let's talk about
handle.
something that should be replaced with a spork. Frickin' butter knife. Butter knives are a waste of space inside of your like.
What if you want to cut butter?
Use a knife.
Yeah, but what if you want to spread butter?
Also, every time I cut butter, I cut it when it's way too hard to like be cut properly.
You
by a
got to
butter knife.
have a butter container that you leave out of your fridge.
all the time.
You have it covered.
It doesn't go full melt.
No,
It's just the perfect
Perf
density all the time.
soft.
What?
you got. Everyone's got one.
I know, but I can picture what you're talking about.
We got
but
one.
I didn't know it was.
When
like,
that thing's empty and you didn't
see,
know
that's
it,
the difference
that's-
between a married man and
Oh,
somebody
yeah.
who's single.
I was never gonna have one of those till I got
yeah,
married.
see, like there was no chance I'd have
No.
a melted butter
Yeah,
platter.
Taylor introduced me.
I would have imagined it melted out the sides.
Yeah, Taylor definitely introduced me to the outside the fridge butter container.
What else did Taylor introduce you that you didn't know as a single man?
It's not like things I didn't know. It's just things I didn't
Like
use.
fabric softener inside of your.
Oh
life?
no, that was more mine.
You did fabric
Oh,
softener?
I love fabric softener.
I've never done it.
You ever never done it?
No, I'm itching like hell over here.
I do it less about the softness and more about the smell.
Oh, what?
That's the shit that makes it smell good.
Oh, really?
You want your clothes to
I
smell
use
good?
my pods.
That's just that cleans it. Fabric
I love the
softener.
pods.
Fabric softener is what makes it smell good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or the
I'm
beads.
hooked.
The beads are nice. Yeah, Taylor didn't.
What
get
are
me
the
on that.
beads?
Does the same thing as fabric softener, but it's beads.
Yeah. Okay.
They're nice.
Yeah. I like having my like detergent in like a pod form. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, this laundry deserves 2 pods.
Yeah.
Oh, this laundry is not that big. It deserves 1 pod.
Oh, this guy's not that hungry. He'll just eat one pod.
Yeah, but then I was like out of pods,
Yeah.
and I was like using like my roommate Hudson's fabric softener, and it was like Port-a-4 for heavy loads, and I was looking at the top, and I was like, I don't even see a 4 on
You
here.
know, fabric softener isn't for cleaning. It's additional.
No, I said fabric softener. I just meant like he had like washer
Yeah,
detergent.
Detergent,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, in the pour.
Yeah.
I just couldn't figure it out. I've been I've been a slut to the pods for too long.
It has a tiny little number
You know
on
what's
it.
really good about the pods?
Movie night pod?
Eating them.
Yeah, but that's why I made a joke to that. And you didn't laugh that hard.
Oh, sorry.
You said, this load's not that big. One pod.
You did.
I
yeah,
said,
but
this guy's not that hungry. One pod.
Yeah. What was it that they were doing? That was the kids with the bath salts.
That was when TikTok first came about. And kids were like, you know what would get us famous on TikTok?
Eat some bath salts.
Eat some Tide Pods.
Yeah. Man, kids are ruining everything.
Were they eating the bath salts or smoking the salts or snorting the
I
bath
don't know.
salts?
There were some with bath salts. I never got into it, but
That's
did
crazy
like their
that kids would
friends
do that
make a
to
video
go
about
nuts.
like a bath salt video for like a Spanish class?
Yeah, for Spanish class, they it was called I think it was Paranormal Actividad,
Yeah.
and which was Paranormal Activity, and then
Thank you.
and then
For those non-bilingual people, if you couldn't pick that one up.
and then one of the guys, I think it was Brooks, he snorted bath salts, and then and then he became nuts, and then he like attacked and killed all the other guys.
Yeah.
But it was in Spanish.
Yeah.
But they didn't hardly said anything.
I know. I watched the videos, and it's like your buddies just effing around.
They're
and
having a
it's like-
party, and they're all bringing snacks, and then they just like
It's just like
say what
small
the snacks is. It's like
statements.
cheaps,
yeah.
cheaps, salsa.
For mine, we did like pretty much the same video, and me and my buddy dressed in morph suits. You remember those?
Yeah.
And we did a bunch of stuff in morph suits.
Hilarious.
And we ended up going to like the CVS in Fairburn just dressed in morph suits.
Mm-hmm.
And then like riding a zip line. And I was like at his house riding their zip line.
Yeah.
And I got caught. My morph suit got caught on the tree. And I'm hanging like parallel to the ground.
Yeah.
And I'm stuck. And I can't move. And I'm like, and my buddy's at the end of the zip line like filming us.
Yeah.
And I'm like, help! Like, you know, when you're like, I'm like, I can't even like yell.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't! So like he eventually like realizes that it's not a joke because he's just laughing his ass off on the other side of the camera. And eventually he like picks me up and like lets me down, but I thought I was gonna like break my neck.
Wow.
Like let go of the zip line and then just be like
Wow.
But I've fallen way higher.
We
Yeah.
know.
Beast.
Beast.
I wonder how high I could fall.
I mean,
We should
not
figure it out.
before what you die. I mean,
I know,
you,
20
you
feet
felt-
already got me really good.
that sent you to the hospital pretty good. All right, back to the show. Roy doesn't want to be just friends with Keely, but she appears to just want to be friends with Roy.
See, and I kind of had that claim.
Do you think she's gonna get back together with Jamie?
Yeah.
I'm getting
do
vibes.
Do you want me to do my predictions?
Yeah, go ahead and do your
Okay,
predictions.
sure.
That's on mine too.
All right, so my prediction, Jamie and Keely end up together. I don't know how that's going to be for Jamie and Roy's relationship, but...
They're already kind of in a throuple.
And there's no reason for them to show that teacher as many times as they have if Roy wasn't going to end up with
He's
her.
not going to end up
Yeah,
with her.
that's who he'll end up with.
They've only showed her once.
Showed her twice, and she flirted with him both times.
Twice in the whole show's history.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't show people twice for no reason.
All
I
right,
promise.
Roy does not end up.
Roy ends up with the teacher. Nate comes back. They lose the last game. Ted gives his job to Nate. Ted told Rebecca it was his last season at the end. Because, like, he's like, she's like, I don't have any secrets to tell. And he's like, I got a big one. Like, I'm pretty sure that's where that goes.
All right. Nate joins Richmond and ultimately becomes the head coach. Ted goes home. Rebecca gets back together with Sam. Keely and Jamie get together. Richmond wins it all under Ted.
Yeah. That would be the best if he ends on a win. Also, like, I was thinking, like, even if Ted loses now, like, he's made Richmond better. It's like the saying, like, leave the place better than...
Yeah.
What's that saying?
Leave it better than you found it.
Yeah. So it's like he's like, he probably left his college team better than he found it. And then he probably left this team better than he found it. At some point, it would bite him in the ass because it would be like, yo, like, he's hooking us up. He's set...
Ted could now get another soccer job.
Yeah,
I think
he could
like
be a head coach at another soccer team.
I think someone else would hire him. Another
Yeah,
good
like he could be
team.
Atlanta United.
Yeah,
They could move to Atlanta.
He could easily get that one.
Oh, your son misses you.
He's in the
Ted.
Premier League.
He already knew.
Yeah.
I don't just... It's a made-up son. Let's get Ted Lasso to at least season 5 before we start talking about Ted leaving. That's what I would like.
I think if Ted leaves, I think the show's over.
Yeah, and like...
I think it's going to be a 3-season show.
I don't think this is the last season. just because I feel like they're like more like vocal about the fact that it's the last season. You know, like it's season 3 Ted Lasso. It's not like they were like in the final season of Ted Lasso.
Wow. Then I wonder what he'll do.
I don't think he's like, I don't know, man. Like, I think he's giving Nate his job next episode.
I think so too.
Yeah,
Maybe not next. Is it the last episode for sure?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Nate's going to end as the head coach.
Yeah.
Roy and Beard aren't
that's
head
a
coaches.
guaranteed.
I mean, Roy could probably be a head coach.
Nate's going to be the head coach.
Yeah, he's a head coach.
Yeah.
He's already proved to be like the
kid.
best coach in the league and just got magically fired so he could go back to Richmond.
Right.
Jamie
he leaves the meeting after they watch the Tom Hanks movie.
Uh-huh.
And he's walking. And I had the question for you. If somebody was following you from about 20 feet away,
so fast. It was ridiculous.
It's almost like, dude, like I'll be in my truck and I'll be looking in my rear view mirror and I'm just a paranoid MF.
Jamie probably knew the whole time too. I mean, he obviously catches them, but like
probably later than we would have realized.
Oh yeah,
I think he didn't know the whole time.
Oh really? I mean, Keely's like
Keely was following him like 10
pink,
feet away. She was
bright
running
pink in
up
a
to him.
fur bear suit.
Yeah, you never turn around.
Yeah,
like I would, especially in like it was dark and shit. Like I'd be turning around like every like minute.
Yeah, it's classic that he had Keely and Roy posters in his room.
Yeah, that was
both
great.
good ones too.
Yeah, I think they're best friends.
Who?
And I love it, Roy and Jamie.
They are. Do you think? I mean, Jamie and Keely, I think are going to get together.
That's what I'm saying. And Roy's going to be with the teacher.
Do you think Roy's going to be upset?
That's what I said. I don't know how that relationship will like.
Well, to be fair, Jamie had her first.
Yeah.
Now he's a nice guy.
Yeah, and I think Jamie's going to handle it well, but be like, yo, bro, like they're going
to.
How
old is Keely? Poster made me start having some
36.
questions. But like, how much older is she than Jamie? I mean, she's like, you know, the hot young thing in that poster.
Yeah, but like, who knows when he left that mommy's boy left the house.
True.
Like,
I mean, he had a tiny little soccer bed. Maybe he was living in that till he was 24.
I know. Like it was weird. I did not like their little relationship.
Anyways, they play soccer. Jamie gets over his sadness really, and they go play soccer, which was the most soccer we've seen all season. And it was beast.
For sure.
Van Damme is a damn dog.
That was kind of pissing me off.
How good he was?
Yeah, because it was like this dude hasn't stopped a single ball for 3 seasons, and now he just stopped 32
How
in
do you
one
know
game.
he hasn't stopped a single ball?
I mean, every time. Like,
I think he's always been
notes.
good. He played for his
We
country.
made notes like, yo, Van Damme is ass.
Really?
Yeah, he played for his country, and he broke his nose with the freaking soccer ball.
And did it score?
No.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, Van Damme's a dog.
Nah, he's a dog now, but he wasn't.
I think he's always been.
I'm glad. No, dude.
The soccer... No. Find me proof Van Damme wasn't damn good.
I can't.
Anyways.
I can't go that far back. You want to watch 3 seasons again?
You know what slaps and we need to bring it to America?
Huh.
Soccer, chants, and cheers.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
Great. Oh, yeah.
Singing that song. They're all singing, the whole crowd singing an old school song.
Yeah, that was beast.
Yeah.
If that was like in Atlanta,
yeah,
I would go there way more. Just to be a part of the
I just want to go sing that song.
Yeah.
Maybe Atlanta United is beast. Do you think Atlanta United sings song?
Probably. And if they don't now, they'll sing song soon.
They should sing song soon. But anyways, they're showing soccer. I'm like, wow, this is great. It's the first time in a long time. And they score a goal, and Rebecca's like, Higgins, what are you doing? And he's like, we scored. I can't move. I don't want to jinx it.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
Which goes off of my game, so we should just play that now.
All right, well, let's play the game.
So Higgins says, I don't want to jinx it, so this is like quotes right before a jinx.
Got it.
Okay.
I think.
Okay. So I'll just do my quote first. John's already heard this one. I think the Falcons might win this one. And that's 28-3 Super Bowl.
Yeah, we know how that
We're
turned
still
out.
embarrassed. Everybody talks about it.
That is crazy. That is still crazy.
Somebody definitely said that. I said that.
You know?
No, because, so we were watching that Super Bowl at the condo in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And at halftime, we all said, might as well get ready for the bars, because we were either staying at home or going to the bars after they won.
Yeah.
And then I was just dressed. For no reason.
Doug was living in Vegas. I bet I asked him to turn in a slip for me for $200 on the Falcons.
At the beginning of the season?
No.
Oh,
That would have been way
like
larger.
$200,000.
Yeah.
I was like
$200 on the Falcons on the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But like that week. So I mean they were already in the Super Bowl.
How much are you gonna win? Were they like?
It was like a pick 'em. It was like 200 for 200, basically,
Okay.
almost.
Oh, okay.
They might have been a slight underdog.
Right.
I told him to do that. Addie texted me and said at halftime, "Hey, you gotta take me to lunch."
Congratulations.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
You gotta take me to lunch. I said, "Whoa. It's not over yet." I said, "If I lose, you have to." Oh no, yeah, you have to take me to lunch.
Nice.
And she was like, "Yeah, done."
Hedging your bets.
Yeah,
right
hedged my
there.
bets, and yeah, I got.
You got a free lunch.
I got a free lunch.
Congratulations.
It only cost me $200.
Yeah, $175.
They were up like 21-3 at halftime, so they even came out of halftime and scored again.
Really?
Yeah,
Damn.
it wasn't.
Ugh.
That's
That
terrible.
disgusting.
All right, here's one. Yo, this ship is huge. It's unsinkable.
Dude. my number 5 is. It's the biggest ship around. No way it sinks.
Yeah, that's an all-time.
Titanic.
That's classic.
Yeah, that's a classic one. All right, so I gotta get rid of that one.
Yeah.
But I got some funny ones.
Hopefully they don't.
All right, here's mine. I think we got them, and that was Pearl Harbor.
Oh, okay.
The Japanese, they were like, "Yo, we got them." Like we really locked down that airfield, and then we were like, "No."
Yeah, you woke a sleeping giant. This is just to every pitcher ever. Holy cow, you're going to throw a perfect game.
Are you shitting me right now?
And baseball players are so superstitious, you can't say anything like that.
Yeah, for
Your people
sure.
are just like sitting in the dugout when it's going on, just like,
I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah.
Like I'm not even gonna talk to him when he gets in the dugout.
oh yeah, they probably do not talk to
I
him.
bet they're like, just leave him be.
Yeah.
He's a
Which
god
honestly
right now.
would make me worse.
I'd be like, guys, please,
Can
like,
you just tell me,
I'm
like,
still a person.
yeah, you're pitching a perfect game right now.
How's your
John.
daughter doing? Tell me anything. I gotta forget about this for a
But
second.
those guys are so superstitious.
All right, here's another one. There's no way this rock's gonna fall. That was Aaron Ralston, 127 hours. How'd that work out for you, bud?
Jeez, that's funny. Okay, this is to my friend Wad. It's on him on the golf course, like all the time. On hole 18. Man, all you gotta do here is shoot a bogey and you'll be under 80. And he always gets a double bogey.
Why do y'all do that to him?
Well, I mean, we're just like, wow, you're about to be under 80. All you
Yeah,
gotta do-
dude.
He even says it to himself. He's like, if I get a bogey on this hole, I shoot under 80. And I'm like, well, there you go.
You gotta do it.
He shot a double bogey every time.
All right, my last one is Hillary Clinton will be our first female president. 2016 election.
Good one.
Idiots.
Idiots.
Do you remember how much they cried?
Oh, so
Like
much
a bunch
crying.
of-
Do you know that one, like,
The one
gif
like
of the girl-
short haired girl.
I think-
Mayville. She'll go down in history.
That's
Like,
such
it
a
was
good
like-
one.
It was like somebody
You
said,
should put that on TikTok with her down below.
Yeah, I'll try.
Dude.
It was like somebody said like all 32 of your family members die in an airplane. Yeah, like
Dude, that is a great one.
there's like so few things.
Nothing
that would
could
give
make me do that.
reaction.
Nothing.
There's like it would have to be like your whole entire family died on the train. I'd be like, "Ah!"
I don't even know. I just never yelled like that. I don't know if I have it in me.
I know.
Like, what could happen?
And there might be more shock at that point, but I'm just like,
And that
she
wasn't
was
like, that was like days after he got elected too.
No, do you not remember when they were like all in like that arena? I think she was in that arena.
Which one?
Because they were all like, Hillary Clinton's gonna win, bro.
Oh,
like,
it was
put
the
us in
day
that
of.
arena.
Oh,
the
wow.
same day.
Oh, okay.
They were
okay.
all in that
Oh,
arena.
okay. For some reason,
And
I
then
thought
it was like, could you imagine how quiet it was when they all walked out? Losers.
How many of them do you think were screaming
I
no?
bet they were
Like,
crying.
do you think she was the only one of everyone? Everyone was all
No.
like gasping in shock. Like, she were like, oh my gosh.
I
And
bet
she
it
was
was
the only
like-
one like, no.
I bet it was equivalent to like the wave at a baseball game.
Yeah.
Like somebody starts the wave.
Oh, and it was wailing was
Running
happening
into
all
the
over.
arena. They were all like, no!
That's
crying.
an all-time.
Oh, I wish I was there.
Yeah, me too. Okay, this is my last one. I'm just gonna play it. This was this year. Dang.
talk to me about an announcer's jinx.
Michael Badgley has not missed a kick all year. Field goal or PAT.
Well, then I won't say.
Even talk about it. 29 yards.
About it.
29 yards.
Badgley's kick. Oh, my gosh.
What? Who is this?
Fans, I apologize.
Jim Nantz goes, I guess his name's Michael Badgley. Michael Badgley has not missed a kick all year, field goal or PAT. And don't talk about a jinx, 'cause-
Yeah.
And he misses a
Oh my
29-yard easy one.
Yeah. Do you remember who was like I want to say Bears kicker?
Yeah, the double doink.
And he screwed up hella, and then he came out and he was like, listen, God's plan. Like he just ended up being the best guy of all time.
Yeah.
Cody. Was his name Cody?
Yeah.
Cody Parker?
I wanted to say Parker.
Yeah.
Cody
I think it's
Parker?
Cody.
Parker Cody?
Doesn't sound right, but
No, it's close.
yeah.
Bears kicker Cody something or another. He hit, I think it was to go, it might have been to tie, but it might have been to win the playoff game, and he hit one crossbar and then it hit the other one.
Oh, yeah. Double doink.
Yeah, double doink.
Cody Parker.
Parkey.
Parkey.
That was our problem.
Ah.
Cody Parkey.
I know.
Double doinker. Sorry, Cody.
But anyway, so back to the game, or back to, not the game, but the Richmond game.
So it's kind of fun. They're playing soccer for once in this show, and I was enjoying it. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, this is nice.
They're actually doing some soccer. They're doing some footwork. They're actually usually it looks like some actors out there playing soccer, and it's usually for about 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah.
This time there's some footwork. When Jamie scores at the end, it was kind of lame.
Why were they?
I didn't even know when he kicked it. He was just shuffling his feet a bunch, and then all of a sudden he
Oh,
scored.
yeah. That was terrible filmography.
And
it
also
was his waist up.
Yeah, and also on terrible filmography, Nate's talking to his girlfriend, and he's in the kitchen. And it's super dark when it's focusing on the girlfriend, and then it switches to Nate, and it's hella bright. And then the same thing happens at the very end.
Do you think that's because of sometimes when you take a picture with black people and white people, it's you can't get them both good.
No, I know what you're saying, but also at the very end, same thing happens with Ted and his mom.
Oh, really?
So I think it's almost I know what you're saying, but also I think it's like a friend set.
Yeah.
Like you're in an apartment, you got 3 walls, but the last wall is missing. You never see that last wall, and that's where the cameras are. And I think maybe that had something to do with the.
Dang, man, things popping off.
Oh my gosh, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Well then, shut up if you're okay.
Yeah, so that was bad filmography. I don't know why they did his waist up. You couldn't even see what he was doing with his feet. That's where the soccer ball is. Also, why did they have them winning the whole game? Why didn't they score once, and then the other team score once, and then Jamie had a winning goal?
I think it was because Van Damme has been so shit in the past that they wanted him to have this little shining moment.
There might have been a thing where they need to score a certain amount of points to be in first.
Oh.
I think in soccer, it's you have to win by more points than the other team. So I think say if you've outscored your opponent by 30 goals and someone else has outscored their opponent by 31, they're ahead.
Isn't that like most sports though?
Well, most is I don't know what the tiebreaker is a lot of time.
Yeah,
but I think it might be maybe why.
Regardless, so
Jamie gets hurt.
The one time Van Damme can't save it from going in the goal, Jamie gives the most heroic
save,
dive into the goal, save of all time, twists his ankle. My prediction comes true, but it made me think it was how tough would it be as an actor to act like you have a limp? I forget what leg it was.
Oh,
you know?
I'd
have a pebble in my shoe.
Oh.
I'd have a pebble in my shoe.
That's
I'm pretty sure I've heard that before.
I'd hit myself in the ankle with a scooter.
I'd put a pebble in my shoe. You're insane.
Oh, I would look at you and be like, that guy's walking like he's got a rock in his shoe.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I would. And I'd be rocking
that guy looks like he just got hit in the freaking ankle by a scooter. Do you remember the pool triangle at the Brooks house?
Pool triangle. Yeah.
Like how you set up the pool balls inside of the triangle. That used to be on the ground, and
you step on it and
it'd
cream your
fling up
shin.
and cream your
shin. Yeah,
bro.
that was a big thing.
One of the biggest pains of all time.
Yeah, you step on the pool rack, it slings up, and boom, right in the shin.
Bam, right in the freaking shin.
That's a tough pain. Shins is one of the worst things.
Oh,
dishwasher shin.
The dishwasher shin?
You ever dishwasher shin yourself?
I've experienced it, but it's not one of my
It happened a lot in Fairburn.
Yeah.
Dishwasher was always out. You walk by, you cream it. That's a dishwasher.
Yeah, it's like, unload the dishes already, Mom.
yeah, get to it,
Like,
Mom.
What are you doing, woman? I'm kidding.
The dishwasher was probably, in
should have
fact,
helped more.
unloaded, but my mom just forgot to close it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, close
It's
the
your one job.
It's-
What else did you do? I'm kidding. She was a perfect mother.
So Jamie-
Better than Ted Lasso's mom.
Jamie gets hurt, and Ted convinces him that he should forgive his dad. Which
Yeah.
I don't know how that's going to fix his ankh, Ted, but...
I think it was like more in his head. It was more of a mental thing. Like, he twisted his ankle, but like he might have sat out. But Ted like kind of was like, "Yo, dude."
But he already just made that save. He was already playing beast.
I think the standing ovation for Jamie, or at least the applause he got, was kind of like fake. I'd have been like, "Yo, y'all guys went from like 0 to 100 real quick."
I think it was because he got hurt, came back, scored.
Yeah.
He's from there. But yeah,
And
they
then
did.
left.
That's
Like,
a
it's
D.
like Westbrook.
Like those little kids were really dogging him.
And then
You
Roy
tiny
was
little
like,
wanker.
"Good job,
Yeah, Roy's
good lads."
Good lads.
And they're like, "Wow,
yeah.
that was the coolest thing ever."
So then Jamie comes back in. He scores, and he
Yeah.
gets a standing O. And then you see that his dad is in rehab, and he's
Yeah.
proud of his son.
Yeah, I thought he was in a retirement home, but rehab makes more sense.
Yeah.
But anyway, so
The other
Nate-
coach is almost nicer than Ted.
Oh, and I think that's a real head coach. 'Cause
Yeah, yeah,
they were
must
like,
have
"Oh
been.
my
They were
god, oh my
like,
god." Yeah, and I don't know who it is.
He's
but
definitely
I'm sure somebody knows.
probably Manchester City or something.
Yeah, probably.
So,
I don't
anyways,
know.
he did that. Did he whisper something to Jamie, or do you think that
Yeah.
was not?
I don't think it was like
A
see you
thing.
next year. It was more like
Do you think Roy's was? Roy also whispers to
Roy
him.
whispered to Jamie. I think that's more important.
You
but-
think that we'll find out what that is? But you think
Maybe.
the coach whispering to him?
No.
I thought maybe he was like, "You should come back home, son."
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but I don't think like
Not important, not like that.
no. He could have been like, "Look,
But
they
Roy
still
definitely
love you."
whispered to Jamie.
Yeah.
They didn't even bring it up this episode.
I don't know. There was a lot of whispers.
A lot of whispers.
Do you think Nate's girlfriend is a gold digger or not?
You quit this job right now and you get back out there and you become a soccer coach. Yeah,
Because she's clearly not cool with him just being a server.
I think she's not a gold digger. I think
No,
she's
but-
just saying you're wasting your potential.
He's
but it is
wasting
funny.
his potential, and it's also a matter of like, if you're in a relationship, it's not like you want to be together 24/7.
Yeah.
You
know.
need your space, and
Yeah.
now he's invading your space.
And
at
also,
work.
he's like obsessed with it, and she just treats it like a job. And he's like, "Oh, we could be doing this. You
Yeah,
give them
she's
nuts.
like, "Dude, I
the
don't
nuts make
even
them
care."
thirsty. They drink more drinks.
yeah,
It's genius."
he's wasting his potential.
Yeah,
and I think she's
that's
still
what
good.
she's doing.
Yeah.
But that is funny because we thought she was a gold digger in the
Yeah,
past.
now she's like, "Yo, you're making $200 a night instead of."
Yeah. Oh man, how
Bands.
about so Ted is cool with Nate coming back, and so is everybody except for Beard.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't let that Judas back, or I will effing kill myself or whatever.
Right.
So then
Didn't say
after
that.
the game, Ted shows him the whole video of Nate hiding
It
under
was
the
hilarious.
table for 8 hours.
Ends up being under a desk for like at least 5
The
hours.
coaches are all in there. Imagine if you found out, like, you were in somewhere with someone, and you were like
I'd be terrified.
hanging out for 3 hours, and there turned out there was a man under the desk the whole time.
I'd be terrified.
There's no way I wouldn't know.
In that situation, yeah.
My feet would.
They
hit the
they
man.
were never like sitting at the desk, but they had like a little like party line, like a Congo line
Yeah.
going through, and Nate's under the desk. And then the cleaners come. I don't know if you noticed this part, but
Puts
there's,
out the
like,
trash.
He puts the trash bin out. I'm like, God, I love Nate so much.
That's
dude.
hilarious. Nate is all time.
But anyway, so Beard and Nate, like Beard goes and like is like, yo, pretty much he's like, yo, Ted gave me a second chance. He even gave me a third chance, and he still like loved me like unconditionally. Like, I'm gonna do the same thing to you. Beautiful moment. I teared up, and then it pans to like Nate's girlfriend listening the whole time.
Yeah.
And she's eating a kebab, and she misses her freaking mouth with the kebab.
I didn't notice that.
And then she has to readjust and then like eat it again. Like, I was like, good job ruining a perfect scene.
You think it was an accident?
Yeah.
She missed her mouth on accident?
I mean, probably. You never missed your mouth?
Maybe.
I miss my mouth all the time.
But
You should see me eat soup. It's a mess.
now Jamie, Roy, and Keely are just the 3 best friends that anyone could
Yeah,
have.
until
they ruin
until Jamie and Keely end up doing the dirty.
Beard was arrested and Ted saved him, and then Beard stole his car.
And then Ted said, "Oh yeah, I lent it to him."
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
They said,
Ted's the
just
best
like
guy of
that's
all
just
time.
like Les Mis. And then he's like, it's just like Les Mis.
He was like, "Yeah, our story is very similar to Les Mis."
Yeah. Hugh Jackman stole
I don't
something.
remember that story. Though.
I know what happened in Les Mis. Hugh Jackman stole like a expensive goblet from like the church, and then the pastor stood up for him, and then I think he gave him the stuff, and then Hugh Jackman was able to get rich and start his own company. And that's. And
I
then
watched Les Mis twice.
you watched it again.
I watched it once with a girl, and I watched it once with you and somebody else.
We watched it at the theaters
And I watched it
with
the
the
other
girl
time.
at the theaters.
Yeah, Rachel.
You did not. No, that must have been one time. We must have all.
I
gone
watched it
together.
twice.
You did not like Les Mis when we went.
I watched it twice though in theaters.
What?
3-hour-long movie too.
What?
I know. Wasted 6 hours of my life with a good movie. I mean, it was good.
Yeah.
Anne Hathaway had some good vocals. I love a good song.
She has a great song.
Yeah. I dreamed a dream, the dream, the dream. And then my dream was lucid dreaming.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a lot of dreams.
Yeah.
And the tiger comes at night.
Jeez. Where'd this dream go?
That's what happens. So then Ted finally calls out his mom. He's like, "What are you doing here?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Mom, thank you for being such a good mom. F you for not telling me why you're really here.
Right.
Thank you for doing this. F you for not being
There for me
there
when
for me
Dad
when
died.
Dad died." And he goes on this whole tangent. Kind of a nice scene.
Yeah.
Besides all the FUs, all the thank yous were nice.
Yeah.
Anyways,
And
she
she
says the real reason she's there is because his son misses him.
Which I thought was lame ass.
What do you mean?
I would have rather heard her have like breast cancer.
I think she's telling him he's being a terrible dad. He needs to get his ass at home.
I know, but
I think
geez
that's-
Louise, this is a television show. The kid's fake. It's Jason Sudeikis. Let's not get him out of there too early.
The show is over. I think it probably had a
You think
terrible.
this is the last season?
I think so. I think it probably had a terrible second season,
Yeah.
and that people were like, "Let's just wrap this thing up."
No, that's insane.
I don't know.
I think it could go
I-
4 or 5
I
seasons.
knew several people who watched season 1. I don't know anyone who watches this.
Honestly, when I recommend Ted Lasso, I say the first season's one of the best seasons that's ever come out of television.
Yeah, I don't
which
know.
is true.
I don't know anyone who still watches. Jordan reached out to me and he said, "John, are you tired of all the lib stuff and Ted Lasso?" And I said, "Sure am."
Yeah,
That's about it.
it's like it is exhausting, but the lib stuff is what they want to see.
This episode was pretty good.
I like this episode.
I like this episode.
and I don't hate this season. As a whole, thinking back, we'll talk about it. We'll have to rate it next episode. I hope we get close.
Taylor said at 9:32 it got echoey again. What the heck?
Well, 9:32 was like 1 minute ago.
I guess it just got ecky.
All right, well, then, let's wrap this shit up because I don't know how to fix it.
That's okay. Okay. Anyway, so that means Ted's going home. He's
Yeah.
like, "I know," and he melts down. He's like, "I'm just scared to lose him too." Blah blah blah. Bex visits Rebecca and asks for advice, and she has another girl. Was the other girl?
That was the receptionist.
So she knows that she was cheating.
Yeah, it was like a she-man woman hater club for Rupert.
Okay, so what do you think her advice is gonna? Like, what is she gonna be asking her? Like, "Hey,
I
what
don't
should
know
I
where
do?
to go.
You
I
got
don't know.
cheated on.
Rupert's
with me.
got dementia. I mean, I don't know how this dude's like doing what he does.
Are they gonna John Tucker Must Die him or something?
I hope. That'd
Yeah,
be funny.
yeah, that's what I was hoping.
That'd be a funny part.
And then Rebecca comes down and she's like, "Hey, Ted, it's that time of the year where I lay some news on you." I think are they still like trying to make? It seems like they're alluding to Rebecca maybe being pregnant like all the time. Like,
I didn't get that from.
oh, I think because they allude to it like every episode, I'm like, is she about to say she's pregnant?
Well, when Ted, I think the only reason they did that was to set Ted up for.
Yeah.
I got some news for you.
Actually, I got some news.
I'm done.
Yeah.
But also, because my last week's prediction was Ted and Rebecca kiss, and like at the end of this,
You're
I'm like,
getting excited, huh?
kiss.
They were not
Kiss already. But it made me ask this question: in a workplace relationship, who makes the first move, the boss or the employee?
Gotta be the boss.
You think? Because that could lead to some like
Oh, true.
lawsuits
true,
and
true,
shit
true.
if it doesn't work out.
Yeah, then you can
I think
fire
it's
him.
usually the employee.
Gotta be the employee.
Yeah,
But you're
because
taking
if the
okay,
boss
okay.
takes
I think
that
you're right.
risk,
I think you're right.
You could lose your whole entire company.
employee
lose
has to do it,
millions.
and they have to risk losing their job.
Yeah, but a boss would lose everything.
That's what's so beautiful with that kind of relationship.
Oh, man.
Really took a chance out there.
Yeah, I know.
Ugh.
But yeah, I don't know if it's still echoey, but I'm done.
Yeah, I'm done.
You good?
Yeah, good episode.
Hey, see ya. Now you go listen to a quiet intro,
Yeah.
and we can talk over it like we're still.
Oh, I
talking.
should have listened to the end last time. I want to see what it sounds like with us just chit-chatting it up.
I only know if they can hear us.
Oh, they definitely can. I've listened to it before where we're talking over the beginning
it.
one, and I'm like, Zach, you'll be singing over it?
Well, this is super loud on our
I
side.
bet I'm absolutely yelling right now.
Yeah, because on our side,
It's loud.
it is super loud, but apparently y'all can't hear it as well.
Yeah.
But whatever.
We're about
Keep
to
on
fix
watching.
the sound.
We're trying our best.
We are hiring the
We're
right
paying people.
We are paying people.